to our second topic, which is Nintendo. The Nintendo conference. These next ones are going to go pretty fast because both Nintendo and Ubisoft had shorter conferences, well, in the sense of announcements and stuff like that. So these aren't going to be as big as the Xbox conference. So let's get first impressions. Ashton, how did you feel about Nintendo's thing?
Fucking lackluster, dude. Not impressed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Tyler?
It wasn't for me, but I could say that it was pretty solid for people that were like interested in it. You know, not everybody got what they wanted, but I could see where some people were very pleased.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that as well. It definitely leaves me wanting more because there's not very much here that I would say would sell the console. Whereas Xbox kind of came out with a lot that would sell the console or the service itself of Xbox Game Pass. So with Nintendo, it's a little interesting based on some of the games that I have here on this list. But going into lists, let's start with Tyler this time. Tyler, you have Metroid Dread. Definitely a game that kind of came out of like nowhere. We thought this game was dead. But then again, 8 years later or whatever, here it is. So, Metroid Dread, side-scroller, original playstyle of a Metroid game. How do you feel about it?
I think at least Metroid fans are getting something. Shit, like you just said, how long is it? It's not what they want, obviously, but I think it could be. It could be like, letting out the hook, so to speak, in terms of, let's see if they fuck with this, and if they do, we'll give them what they want.
Okay.
So you gotta hold on hope for something. So I'm pretty sure when I was younger, I did play a Metroid game to completion. No, because I didn't own like the console.
Those are hard. Those are hard games.
Yeah, no,
Metroid game.
I fucking sucked when I was younger at games. I couldn't do anything, but I didn't beat it. But enjoyed my time on it. So I could definitely say, like, if my little brother starts being a little asshole, I will think about playing it for sure.
Mm-hmm. I also had Metroid on my list as well. I'm just glad to see Samus is still apparently worth something for the Nintendo company.
Yeah.
Kind of going on that, what I wanted Metroid for, yeah, not only because it was a prediction of mine and I wanted points, but the fact that where the hell is that game? And a lot of people have been, there's reports that they had to restart and they were having so much difficulty in making the game creatively. So I don't know where Metroid 4 is, but hopefully this ties us over. Hopefully it's a decent game. I'll probably get it on Switch for the unfortunate probably $60 they'll charge for it. It better not be.
For a fucking 2D platformer game. Yeah.
Yeah. It should be 50 or 40, but here we are. How in depth it's going to be, I don't know. But the yeah, I don't know. It's definitely an interesting one that they decided to come out with, that we're getting this. And apparently this is the last of Samus. This is the conclusion of Samus and the Metroids. So I don't know what that means, but here we are. They also say that it's a pretty decent game for people that have never played a Metroid game before and long-time players as well. So, yeah, we'll see where it kind of goes from there. But speaking of where it's going, apparently Super Monkey Ball is not dead. Where the hell is this going? Is Super Monkey Ball getting revived, Ashton?
Maybe.
Okay. So this is not a new Super Monkey Ball, though.
No, this is like 3 older ones.
Okay. And you played? Have you played any of these ones that are getting remastered?
I played 2.
Okay.
I played 2.
You've played Super Monkey the second one? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And this is this a remake or is this a remaster?
I don't. They're not remakes.
Okay.
I think they're just going to be HD remasters.
Okay.
They're basically just porting them over. I don't. it'll be fun to play. Because literally it's just a party game. It has like a story mode thing, but it's all like you're just going through fucking obstacle courses every level.
Mhm.
And they have like mini games and stuff where you can play pool and you're your own pool ball. So
Yeah,
the
I
monkey's
can
just
see where
fucking
kind of an
screaming while you're fucking rolling around, tossing them into billiards. You know,
I can see where like kind of an online era could enjoy something like that.
100%.
Yeah. Speaking of party games, Mario Party Superstars was announced.
Yeah.
This is only on my list
Okay.
because I was irritated on the fact that it fucking exists. What the hell was the point of Mario Party 10 if we're getting this game? Like, Mario Party 10 came out last year. What the fuck is this? That you're gonna tell me that I need to go buy another Mario Party to go play the fucking like greatest hits of the franchise? Why didn't you just give that to me in Mario Party 10, like as a DLC even?
Nintendo.
So I have to pay another $60 fucking to go and buy this thing. Fuck Mario Party, by the way. It's a shitty game. I don't understand where the fun of it is. There's no fun aspect of it. It's a shit.
The older ones were good because the
Mario
boards
Party
were
10
actually
is
fun.
Mario Party 10 is a dog shit of a fucking game.
Oh, 100% agree. I didn't fucking buy
Yeah,
it. I
so-
played it at my dad's house. It's like, I'm not buying this. This is fucking trash.
It's irritating. It's just irritating that Nintendo decided to put this out. This to me is a slap to the face to whoever bought that fucking game, which I did. So fuck Nintendo for even making this game, but whatever. They even did the whole like, hey, we gave you DLC for free of like some past party games for Mario Party 10. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So they're just gonna give us like updated stuff. No, that was it. That's the end of it. They were like, here's this. Go away. Go buy our $60 game again of the games of the party games that you have already played on the GameCube and Game Boy. Like, it just to me is like irritating. And yeah.
I mean, here's my thing with Mario Party is like the mini games are still good, but the issue is like for me, the boards are just so small and they're not fun. They're so like
And there's only like 3. There's
Yeah.
not very many
it's
of them.
a waste. It's
Yeah.
a waste. It feels like it feels like a waste of money. So it just wasn't worth it. They aren't putting the time into those games that they used to.
No.
That's what I'm getting from
It's
it.
like put Mario and his friends in it, and then charge $60 because we're
because it's for kids. They're not gonna care. You know,
yeah.
they don't fucking know what's good and what's not. You know, I played a fucking Scooby Doo game growing up, and I thought it was the shit. Go back and play that now. It's gonna be the worst fucking game I've probably ever played in my life.
Yeah.
Fortnite exists.
Hey, we gave that didn't we give that best battle royale? Did we do that? I don't know. I can't remember now. Or no,
Yeah,
we gave
yeah,
that. It made it through like game of the decade, but we did not give it game of the decade. We gave it to Minecraft, I think. But Fortnite got close.
What happened to the YouTube series you're supposed to do of playing every battle royale we could find?
I still have it on my desktop here of the list of all those games. But yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later. Speaking of a little bit later, Breath of the Wild 2 was talked about, and it is a little bit later. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, that is a working title because they have said that if they told us the title of the game, it would spoil the game. What the fuck? So
my whole thing about that is that why would you name it that in the first place? 'Cause, like, people will buy it.
I have no idea, and I don't know why you would tell me that. Like that's like at the beginning of Knives Out. Well, it's like at the beginning of Knives Out when Ryan Johnson came on screen and he says, "By the way, there's 2 twists in this movie," and you're like, "Okay." So I guess the first time I feel duped that that's not the real time. It's the second time. Oh my god. I don't know. It's just very weird. But let's talk about the good things. You guys are Zelda fans. What's going on here? I was not really a fan of Breath of the Wild. That's just because I'm not really that big of a Zelda fan. I love it from afar. It's cool. It's a cool concept, just not for me. But what are you guys thinking about this?
I mean, it looked cool. I mean, it looked like Breath of the Wild, just like updated. It seemed, from what I saw from it, it looked like DLC.
Ooh.
It did, because I mean, it's the same exact world, which is fine. But what they did add to it, was you're gonna be up in the sky and shit. I mean, it looks like it could be really, really fucking cool. They just need to really pull me in more, because like my hope for it was like, we knew we were gonna get a continuation from the story, right? I wanted to see something on that, at least. But like, I want to maybe know if we're gonna be like rebuilding Hyrule at the same time fighting this calamity, or like what's fucking going on, or do we not get a catch a breath and fucking as soon as we fucking just destroy Ganon, then we just get hit with this fucking dude, and like I don't know. I want a little bit more substance to the story
I
than what we got in
guarantee
the first
you,
one.
the fucking that Zelda's about to die, and that's probably gonna be in the fucking title. Again, I'm still stuck on the whole. We can't tell you the game title because it'll spoil it. Then why would like you
Zelda's
still want to
Last
spoil it when it
Breath.
comes out? Yeah, like the end. Of
Our
Zelda,
princess
the end
dies. Zelda, the
Yeah,
Legend of
like-
Zelda, the dead princess.
Breath of the Last Princess.
Yep, her last breath.
Legend of Zelda and the Breath of the Last Princess. Like, it's gonna be
The
the
Legend
end
of
of
Zelda
all of
and the
the
Princess
legends.
of
Like, all the
Will, I think.
Triforce gets destroyed or some shit. I'd be so pissed.
Like I said, it's about to be the Legend of Zelda.
She can die, that's
Prin-
fine, but like, there needs to be reincarnation. You can't just like,
Or Link dies.
yeah, that'd be tight too. I'm cool if like they kill him, because I mean, there's gonna be more stories to tell. They're not gonna like kill the franchise, but it's just like, I don't know. I'd want it to be a little bit more dark if they're gonna be like, this is the end of the Triforce. Like Twilight Princess was like a really dark fucking game. That would have been a good one. Like, using that type of environment, be like, yeah, Triforce gets destroyed because fucking world gives a shit. This world's done now. Bye. The end. Anyway, if you want to see some other stories of what happened before all this happened, here's our next game.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think they should like, I don't know. I don't expect anything like crazy to happen at the end of this story. I like the new Sheikah perks you got, phasing through fucking terrain and fucking structures and all this other shit. It looked cool. I just hope that it doesn't end up being basically a DLC. That's what I'm worried about. That's my main worry about the game. But overall, I liked what I saw. It looked like a mix between Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild.
Speaking of Zelda, because that wasn't the only thing that we got from that. Game & Watch is also getting another little device created for The Legend of Zelda, and it will have the first and second one in there. It's just 1 and 2, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now I did purchase the Mario one, and it does have Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers 2. But it's it is what it is. It's a little device that you can play both those games on it. Is it worth the $70 that it is? Not really, but I have all the other I have the other Nintendo Mini stuff, so I probably will buy this one just to say I have it because I have a problem. But I don't know. So, what are you thinking, Ashton? You're the Zelda person.
I mean, I don't know if I would. I think it'd be cool to have if I got it as like a gift.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd buy it for myself. I'm not really like.
Because you could just buy these games in general. You can play these games for free.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think it'd be cool to play it on that. But it's definitely not something I would buy for myself, just because like I don't have that type of disposable income where I'm going to spend like $70 on like a Game & Watch machine that has 2 games on it that I can play for free.
Yeah.
It would literally be a waste of money. Especially since I didn't grow up in that era, it wouldn't even be nostalgia. It would literally be like, be cool.
Yeah. Let's see here. Going down the list here. We got one more game to talk about, which is Shimagami Tensei 5, a game that was announced when the console was talked about at first, that we were gonna get a Shimagami Tensei game, and this is it. Cool trailer. It looks like Shimagami Tensei. For those that don't know, if you are Persona fans, this is kind of Nintendo's side of the universe where they get the Shimagami Tensei games, whereas Persona was called Shimagami Tensei Persona, and then they dropped it and they just call it Persona now. But So PlayStation fans, there you go. Now you can come back over here to the old Switch and dust it off, blow the inch thick of dust that has been collecting because you got a PS5, and you know that it's a better console at this current moment in time. And you can go play Shimagami Tensei. And yeah, I don't know. I have actually never gotten to play one of them. I have just been strictly a Persona fan. But if these are semi like it, which some of the characters, meaning in this one, because in the SMT games, they refer to them as demons, whereas in the Persona series, they refer to them as personas. So Jack Frost is one of the personas you can get in Persona, and he's also a demon in SMT. So it's Atlas is very it's very interesting how Atlas does this, but they've also had crossovers where SMT and Persona have dipped into each other, and I think it's a 3DS game. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool to play these types of games. I always like playing Atlas games, so I'm excited. I've just been waiting for far too long for this game. So, Tyler, you also have this on your list. I'm assuming because it has that anime flavor to it as well.
Oh, you got to corner the market on that. It looks interesting. I've only watched people play them. I have never played them for myself. I am currently watching one of my friends play through it on stream. I forgot which one. Probably the latest one is what he's playing through. Whatever one it is, I don't know if you can tell me. It's so dramatic in terms of the turn of events.
That's definitely SMT. It's the end of the fucking world with SMT.
Yeah, no,
with Persona, it's, oh no, anybody's under attack and maybe some people will die. In SMT, the fucking world is at stake and it's just demons everywhere.
First 10 minutes, nobody tells me, hey, I'm like, oh, what happened? He's like, we went to visit our teacher in the hospital because he got hurt and the world ended. I'm like, what? That, how the fuck did that link up? What is, who caused it? And then what happened was like the cult it was a cult that resided in the hospital. They're the reason the world ended. So there's a bunch of like souls in the hospital that you have to like talk to and or fight. I'm like, what? And then also there was like some demon with his dick out.
SMT does have a phallic demon. It is actually a full-on penis. Like if you look it up, it looks like a giant slug. It's a penis. So,
it's a penis.
That was a Nintendo game, everybody. So, yeah, there's not much else to say about it other than it looks cool and I want to play SMT, so we'll see. Let's head into the scores here. Oh, I didn't say the dates for when these are coming out. Super Monkey Ball is coming out October 5th, 2021. Breath of the Wild 2 does not have a release date other than a year of 2022. Game & Watch The Legend of Zelda has a date of November 12th, 2021. Metroid Dread is coming out October 8th, 2021. Shimagami Tensei 5 is coming out November 12th, 2021. Mario Party Superstars, I was going to say All-Stars, but Superstars, Mario Party Superstars is coming out October 29th, 2021. And that's it. That's all from our predictions here. So, let's go into I guess I'll start here with my predictions, which were we were going to get a Switch Pro, which didn't happen. Shinigami Tensei 5 was going to get announced, which was going to be there, and it was. And I said it was going to come out August 6th. Didn't, and it won't. Like I said earlier, it will be coming out in November, so I only get half a point for that. Metroid 4 was going to make an appearance. Didn't happen. Donkey Kong new IP didn't happen. Diddy Kong Racing remake with Xbox partnership didn't happen. It was a long shot, but I prayed to God it was. And the xCloud and Game Pass were going to come winter 2021 and 22, which also didn't happen. So I only got half a point through all of that. I guess I'm more sad about the fact that Game Pass is not coming to Switch. I don't know when they would make an announcement for that. But hey, whatever. And also that Metroid 4, we didn't hear anything about it other than the fact that they said, we're still working on it. And I was like, okay. So that's cool. Ashton, your predictions were the Switch Pro as well, which also did not get announced. A new Mario 3D mainline, which was not announced. Breath of the Wild 2, which they did talk about, so half a point there. But you said April 2022. It was not coming out then. Metroid 4 was not talked about. A new Sonic game gets a trailer, which didn't happen. And xCloud / Game Pass was coming summer of 2022, which also was not talked about. Any major disappointments from that?
Yeah, I wanted to see more on Sonic. I wanted to Switch Pro or Switch 2 or whatever the fuck it was. I wanted a lot. I wanted a new Mario game. I want stuff.
Yeah.
New Mario Kart would be cool.
Tyler, was there anything out of the list of our predictions that you were kind of hoping?
Pretty sure me and you, like when I talked about it, pretty sure I called Breath of the Wild, and I think I called it Shinigami Tensei. Besides that, I don't know what my fucking third one was. I mean, I actually got two of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't know my points, so.
It's in our hearts. You're a winner in our hearts.
Fire in your heart.
So at the end of all that, Ashton, you get half a point, which puts you at 2, and I also get half a point, which also puts me at 2. Let's give it a final grade. What do we give Nintendo as a grade? Tyler, go first. What grade would you give? What grade would you give yourself? What grade would you give Nintendo?
Fucking Z. If I could grade myself, Nintendo, I'll give it another B.
B.
You think it was as good as the
Go ahead, explain.
Xbox
Well, because I know I meant the thing is I'm trying to take my own take off, which is again
Well, it's your personal score. It's not
my personal score.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to be bigger than me, baby.
We're not
Personal score.
we're
He's
not
a fucking
appeasing
C.
anybody with our opinions here.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just trying to think of like a grander scale where not everything's about you, okay?
He can give it a B if you would like. I am curious though of where you would want to go for it.
It is, though.
Yeah.
Okay, if I had to grade it personally and not over just what was shown, it's a C for me.
Okay.
Definitely
Whole letter grade down. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Okay. Why is it there?
It just didn't have like really what I was looking for out of Nintendo. Like I actually can't even tell you something that I would be expecting out of Nintendo. Maybe no bullshit. If they announced a Sonic game, I'd be a little more happy about it. You know.
Yeah.
That Sonic I think is the only thing that ties me to Nintendo. But Sonic is not even like a Nintendo like
No, it's Sega.
property.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. It's like.
But they tend to partner with Nintendo.
Yeah, so if they did something like that, I'd be like, oh hell yeah, like fucking Sonic. Let's go. But no, we didn't get that. So yeah, it gets to see. You know, it has some things I'm interested in. You know, if I get a Switch or I get to play one.
Hi, I'm Sonic.
Oh wait, I mean, Kakarot was kind of cool. I guess you get a C plus, but also fuck Nintendo, and it's going back down to C because you can only play as Vegeta, Vegito, and Gotenks. You can only play that on the Switch version. Yeah, you can only play. For anybody who's not in the Dragon Ball, right? Vegito is a fusion between Goku and Vegeta using the Patara earrings. This motherfucker is super disrespectful. He'll kick the shit out you. He has a fucking sword that comes out of his hand, like a key sword. You can play as him only for a story part of the game. But for Nintendo, because fuck you Bandai, they're letting him be played as a free roam character for Switch only. And Gotenks is a fusion between Goku's son Goten and Vegeta's son Trunks. They fuse and they're a little asshole as well. I don't know why the fusion is everybody's dick, but it does. Only playable. Actually, I don't even think Gotenks is playable in the game at all. But guess what? He's in free roam. So fuck you, Bandai and Nintendo. Go fuck yourself. Come on. Like, you really gonna do that to me?
Like how it was so quick. It was a B, then it was a C, then it was back to a C plus. It was up to a C plus, and then it got knocked back down to a C again. All right.
Minus.
C minus. Oh.
You really heard me with the cat. They really heard me with the Kakarot business. I mean,
that's fair.
Okay, Ashton, what would you give it? What grade would you be giving Nintendo's E3 2021 conference? Their Treehouse event.
It's not an F.
Oof, that was a little too much. Yeah.
It's not an F because they did show off a little bit of Zelda, about as much as I thought they would anyway. They didn't show off the fucking Switch. They should have showed off something for that. They probably didn't because of the chip shortage, but I mean, they should have talked about it more. They should have talked about it more. They get docked heavy for that. No, they just didn't have a lot of like good stuff. All the big stuff people are anticipating, like basically wasn't there. You know.
You're telling me Worms Rumble on Switch wasn't a console selling game right there?
Yeah.
We did get WarioWare,
I don't
but
know.
nothing to write home about.
I don't think they did as bad as. I'm gonna go the same as Tyler, C-, because I don't think they did as bad as getting a D.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: they didn't have something for everyone there.
Yeah, it's definitely very. I mean, I'm looking here and I'm seeing Worms, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, which is already out. WarioWare, which is a Nintendo exclusive. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which is out already. You got Metroid Dread, which is a Nintendo exclusive. Super Monkey Ball is probably going to come everywhere. Gross.
Yeah.
Metroid Party Superstars is a dog shit of an idea. Shimagami Tensei 5 is like the biggest game out of this that's coming this year. And then because like Zelda's not even coming out until next year, and we don't even know when.
Minimum, yeah.
And do not tell me Fatal Frame is worth a fucking console sell. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they just didn't have any like real heavy hitters like there. That from the stuff that I've seen, didn't make me more excited for anything that they have coming out.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They didn't fail, but they definitely. Oh God, yeah.
I was thinking about giving it a D as well, but there's too many big line Nintendo properties to really give them that. I'm gonna give them a solid C. I'll go up a whole letter grade for these guys because but the thing is the reason why I'm going middle of the ground, the people that have a console will buy the games. None of these games are gonna sell the console to me until next year. Yeah, and I know, and Nintendo is very fine with how much Switches they're selling. But to me, when you look at it, when you're at E3, you gotta give me reason to get excited to have a Switch. Like, give me a reason to be excited to have one. Give me a reason to, like, have me tell my buddy, hey, there's X, Y, and Z coming out on Switch. You need to go buy one. Right now, these games, to me, there's one game that stood out to me the whole entire thing. So, and then I'm sure a lot of people would say that Breath of the Wild 2 was the only thing that people cared about. I mean, there's nothing really else coming out of here.
I would say for mainline people who are like,
unless you're a really big Wario fan.
Like, yeah, like you're going there for the nostalgia, basically, and that's honestly.
I think WarioWare's title "Get It Together" is a pretty good one.
Really, what they need to be doing. And take their own advice.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long shot for if we're ever gonna get a Switch Pro. It just definitely seems on the horizon. That was definitely a stage to do it on, unless they want to do it by themselves. But it was just, yeah, I don't know. It was a very middle of the road conference for me. Okay, we're moving on. Jesus! Oh no! Oh
my God!
Oh, what the? What? Whoa!
I was waiting for the anime hentai last and they didn't show up.
Jesus fucking Christ! Okay, well, wait, were we not just down here?